why it wanted me to put in those passcodes again and all that crap, but I got it. I got it, buddy.
All right.
I don't know why it wanted to do it. It does that sometimes out of nowhere. I need to put this in.
Do what? You have the white cord?
None of that makes it right.
Blue or green?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Newcastle High School for today's junior varsity boys basketball matchup between the visiting Franklin County Wildcats and your Newcastle Trojans. Well, let's meet today's starters. First for the visitors, the Wildcats of Franklin County High School. Starting today, guard 5'8" freshman number 5, Adam Owens. At guard, 6' freshman number 23, Derek Furr. At forward, 5'11" freshman number 30, Eli Bright. At forward, 5'11" sophomore number 32, Parker Pruitt. And at forward, 5'10" sophomore number 34, Bodie Pruitt. Head coach of the Wildcats is Dylan Huber. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Newcastle Trojans. Starting today, guard 5'10" junior number 4, Carson Hayes. At guard 5'9" sophomore number 5, Gage Butler.
That's the wrong thing.
At forward, 6'1" junior number 13, Matt Goodwin. At guard, 6' sophomore number 15, Brody Brown. And at forward, 6' junior number 32, Corbin Stillwell. And coach of the Trojans is Ethan Cook.
Okay, this is Lorenzo Pettiford with our first audio check. And now our second audio check, Lorenzo Pettiford. Test one from the field house. Testing 1, 2, 3, Lorenzo Pettiford from the field house. We are doing a sound check, testing our levels in preparation for Newcastle Trojans taking on the Franklin County Wildcats. Right there. Okay, this is going to be our first sound check for the Nash 1025 app. The Newcastle Trojans will play host to the Franklin County Wildcats. Testing 1, 2, 3, level, Lorenzo Pettiford from the field house here in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. Doing our sound check in preparation for the Trojans hosting the Wildcats. Sound test 1, sound test 1. And we are still testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Lorenzo Pettiford testing on the Nash 1025 app. We're going to do a coach's sound check here in just a second. Testing 1, 2, 3, level.
Time to talk to head coach Bobby Jones for our pregame sectional chat. And coach, first of all, before we get too deep in this interview, I just want to thank you and the Lady Trojans for such an outstanding fun season for me anyway, and I think it was for you, but your Lady Trojans and you and your coaching staff.
And that was just a coach's interview sound check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Lorenzo Pettiford with a final test here on the Nash 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 3. Sound check 1. Again, this is Lorenzo Pettiford, just letting you know this is the JV game in case you tuned in earlier. The junior varsity are leading the Franklin County Wildcats 29 to 11. Of course, varsity basketball coming up immediately following this JV game.
accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my
winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton High from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins
From North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these
Good evening, Trojan basketball fans. Welcome to game 17 as we had someone fall down the steps right there in front of me, but she seems to be all right. Good evening, Trojan basketball fans. Welcome to game 17 for our 7 and 9 Matt Luce led Newcastle Green Mean Fighting Trojan Machine. Our Trojans are coming off a 57-39 victory over Monroe Central in their last outing. And tonight's game is going to be the fourth home game in a row. I should say this afternoon's game. I'm going to have to get used to that. This afternoon's game is going to be the Trojans' fourth home game in a row on their 5-game home stand that they have on their schedule. The Trojans will be taking on the Wildcats of Franklin County. They come with a record of 6 and 10 under their fifth-year head coach, Mark Foster. Both teams are coming off victories in their last outing, so one team will continue a win streak while the other one will have another loss on their schedule. It's the Trojans hosting the Wildcats right here inside this beautiful field house in and always beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. So let the round ball fly high. Newcastle Trojans basketball will start now. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen, and a special hello to my youngsters that are tuning in. I think I said evening again. I got to get used to saying afternoon. This is a rare afternoon game for the Newcastle Trojans on the schedule due to sectional girls play going around in the state of Indiana. So they do that in case your team is still alive in sectional play, that you can go to the sectional championship game tonight. Unfortunately, our Lady Trojans are not alive in sectional play as they lost in sectional number 24 at Yorktown, the first game for the Trojans against the Jay County Patriots. It was a tough and hard fought game, but the Lady Trojans come up short 55 to 46. But it was a good year again for head coach Bobby Jones and the Lady Trojans, and we really think that next year's team, with all the returning players, is going to have enough to hopefully not only have a good regular season like they had this year, but go farther into the tournament than what they did last year. But again, very good year. 14 and 7, I believe, was their final record for Bobby Jones and the Lady Trojans. And of course, the Jay County Patriots knocked them out of sectional play 55 to 46. Well, as always, I had a chance to sit down with the head coach of our Newcastle Trojans, Matt Luce, to talk about their big win against Monroe Central and preview this afternoon matchup, a rare afternoon game against the Wildcats of Franklin County and their head coach, Mark Foster. And here's how Coach Luce and I's conversation went just a few moments ago. Team Matt Luce, of course, in his inaugural year here, guiding this Trojans basketball team. And coach, in the last outing, I thought your kids came out and kind of controlled the game from the tip off to the end of the game. 57 to 39, you beat Monroe Central.
Well, thanks, Lorenzo. We were really proud of them. We actually were proud of their second half versus Mount Vernon and their 4 quarters versus Monroe Central. And I think control is a great word that we've used as coaches with our team this year about controlling the clock, controlling them on offense and defense, and maybe our guys are making some adjustments and making some improvements. Our practices are great. Our guys are bought in. Our culture's good. Our kids care. We're just continuing to try to talk to them about how to win varsity basketball games, how to win quarters, how to win on both ends, and also win in the classroom and do things right. So I'm proud of them. We're all having fun, and we'd like to get 2 games in a row here with 2 wins.
2 other stats that I wrote down that I wanted to bring up. I had you only for 6 turnovers, and every time you went to the free throw line, your kids made them. 3 kids combined to go 8 for 8. But I know you'd probably like to see a little bit more free throws, but hey, when you get to the line and knock every single one of them down, you'll be happy.
Yeah, and I think the turnovers and reboundings are something we're really talking to our guys about. And, a lot of times it's the old Bobby night theorem. If the teams that don't turn it over, or the teams that win the turnover battle win. The teams that win the rebounding battle win. The teams with the best attitudes win. And we're not talking to them about stats, scoring, rebound. We're just talking about winning basketball. And hopefully it continues today. We're going to play a Franklin County team that's big and strong and athletic. Don't judge them by their win losses or their 3-point percentage or their stats or anything else. Judge them by how they show up. And any team that shows up at Newcastle Fieldhouse, they walk in and they say, we're going to kick their butt, how cool this place is and how cool this gym is. And I hope our guys understand that they better play ball today if they're going to get their 8th win of the year.
The head coach of the Wildcats, Mark Foster, now in his 5th year, coach, and you're right, he's got an athletic group. I was watching some of them just do all kinds of dunks in their early warm-up. But the one person I went to bring up was the 6'7" Jared Brock. I mean, this guy has got some size. What will you do defensively? A lot of zone, man-to-man, mix it up. What's going to be the game plan?
Oh, Lorenzo, I've been used to coaching 5'9", 5'10" guys that can dribble, pass, and shoot and have better attitudes than anybody in the state of Indiana. So that we're not talking to our guys about any of Franklin County's guys besides we got to play right and play with the right attitude. And we're going to play a lot of man-to-man defense and try to stay in front, try to make poor decisions and try to be smarter on both ends. So, we don't want to win the layup line before the game. We want to win the 32 minutes of basketball action. And, I've been really proud of Braylon Bennett, Sturgis, and Maddox Melton. And not by the way that they're shooting the three or dribbling fancy, but they're just solid and they're trying to be good leaders and they're trying to do things that maybe they've learned in practice to make other people around them better. They're also doing really well in the classroom, and I'm really proud of just the way they act in the hallway. And again, we're going to have to play well. They got better athletes than us, but at the same time, it's all about the Trojans and where we go from here.
I know you're proud of the varsity boy Trojans, but I know you're also proud of the Lady Trojans and what Bobby Jones and those Lady Trojans did this year in the regular season. They came up short in the tournament, but that tournament is a meat grinder. But your daughters, Emily and Megan Luce, brought so much to the Lady Trojans team right away and helped them under the Bobby Jones era finally get into double-digit wins, winning 14 games in the regular season. That's a lot of wins, Coach.
Thank you. I'm proud of the coaches and proud of the girls and proud as a dad. I'm proud of my own daughters. But my twin daughters have won at every level. They won in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. So they won 19 games last year at Wapahani. So I think the girls, when they moved here, and I think the Newcastle girls, I think they all expected to win and had winning attitudes and winning way about themselves. So I'm just really proud of how they were accepted and how they acted and how unselfish they are. I wish they'd have made a few more free throws, but I think anybody that paid the $7 to watch the sack realized how the growth of the program and growth of the team, and also they were fun to watch on both ends, all of them, even the bench girls. So really proud, and I hope it carries over. We talked to our team about last night. We had practice on Friday night. There's nothing like Friday night of the boys basketball or girls basketball sectional. And in 5 weeks, it's hard to believe it'll be Friday night, and we want our team to be on there because it'll be an awesome crowd here if we can get to Friday night of that sectional.
Final question, I'm going to let you go, Coach. This early tip-off, wow, it feels like a regional-type atmosphere because of the early tip-off and all the teams that are playing boys varsity basketball tonight are having an early tip-off because of girls sectional championship games. But both teams have got to play with this early start, just a little different.
Well, I think it's awesome. I've had just so everybody knows, the reason it's a noon JV start is because tonight is the girls sectional championship. So most boys team played on Thursday night, and then Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, we were hoping the Lady Trojans would be playing for a championship tonight, so our game's at noon. Also, for any of you basketball fans, me and Coach Stanglin have been coaching in the regional states the last 3 years. The regional is a night game on Saturday, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock. The semi-state is the old-fashioned way. It's at 10 and 12. My team lost at Michigan City last year to Gary 21st at 10 a.m. I had a few people complain, say, these noon games are weird. Well, my explanation is the next time we play a noon game would be in the semi-state at Elkhart or Michigan City or Muncie in the 3A semi-state, and it'd be a noon game. And how cool would that be if the Trojans were playing at noon? So I kind of like it. I think it's awesome. I think it's great to wake up and have a game at noon, 1:30, and hey, hopefully one day maybe as I'm the coach here in 5, 10, 15 years, there's a team playing at noon, and we'll get to feel what that's about.
All right, well, good luck tonight, Coach, and we'll talk to you in the postgame show.
All right, Lorenzo, thank you.
That's head coach Matt Luce of our Green Mean Fighting Trojan Machine, and we'll continue with more of our pregame show. It's the Trojans hosting the Wildcats on the Nash 1025 app, NashFM1025.com, and our video stream on YouTube. Just type in the NC Trojans Report.
And we are back inside the field house here in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. We're going to get you now set with the starting lineup, first of all, for the Wildcats. They will start number 25, Carson Allen. He's a 6'1 senior, averaging a team high 12 points, 3 rebounds, and just under 2 assists a game. Number 34 is Jarrett Rauch. He is a 6'7 sophomore, 10 points and 8 rebounds a game. The Trojans must keep him off the glass this afternoon. Ezra Kolb is a 6'3 junior. He wears number 30, 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist a game. Number 23 is Brady Foster, one of the coach's 3 sons that are on this team. Brady is a 5'11 senior, averaging 6 points and 4 rebounds. The other Foster is Max Foster. He's a 5'11 sophomore, one of the twins. He's averaging 6 points and 2 rebounds a game. So the Foster brothers, again, there's 3. The sophomores are the twins, but the senior and one of the sophomores are in the starting lineup. Now your starting 5 for the Newcastle Trojans. Number 10, Maddox Melton. Melton is a 5'9 sophomore, 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Double deuces, number 22, Braylon Bennett, the AD's son, 6' junior, averaging 7.5 points, 2 boards, and 1 assist a game. Number 24, Nick Godby's got to play big tonight this afternoon. 6'3 sophomore, 2.5 points, 3 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting 5, well, is Luke Mendoza. He's a 6' sophomore, 3 points and 4 rebounds a game. But you can't forget number 4, M&M, Mason Miller. Miller is averaging a team-high 16 points, 2 boards, and 3 assists. So it's Mendoza, Godby, Melton, Bennett, and Miller, your starting 5 for head coach Matt Luce and the Green Mean Fighting Trojan Machine. The head official is Tony Ortman. He's got the ball, bringing it to the center circle. And the other 2 supporting officials, Jeff Green and Kevin Chestnut. Ortman giving final instructions to the Trojans and the Wildcats. And we are set to get you underway with Newcastle basketball. The Wildcats will win the tip. Newcastle will open up in the man-to-man defense. Top of the key, this is Rauch. Now it is Kolb with it, or Kolb, I should say. Kolb will go over. Now left wing area. This is Brady Foster. And now Allen comes out, and he will throw it away. Miscommunication there. Newcastle's man-to-man defense caused a little confusion, and the Wildcats will get the first turnover of the ball game. Here come the Trojans this afternoon with their first offensive touch. Right side, it is Bennett. The Wildcats seem to be in a 2-3 zone defense. Newcastle working the perimeter against this 2-3 zone. Miller currently with the pumpkin. He'll go high right side to Melton. Into Godby at the right elbow. Back to Melton. Now, here's Miller. Thought about the deep 3 that gets to the right elbow. Bounce pass to Godby. Pump fake. He goes up. Contact, and he draws the foul. Good pump fake to uplift that defender, get him off balance. That is number 34, Jared Rauch. The 6'7" sophomore will get his first foul here in the opening quarter. And Nick Godby, shooting 47% from the stripe, will have two here. The first one is up and will roll out. Godby will have one more. 7 out of 17 coming into this afternoon's contest. That's again at 47%. Godby looking for the first points of the ball game, and he will not get it. Mendoza trying to hustle and get the rebound. He doesn't, but he will cause the Wildcats to lose control of it, so it will be Newcastle basketball. Bennett with the honors to inbounds underneath his own basket. Gives it to Godby, left block area, and he throws it away, trying to get the ball back to Bennett. So each team with the turnover here in the opening quarter. This is Brady Foster, left side to Kolb. Now it is Brady Foster again. Here is Rauch with it to Foster. Now Kolb will launch a three, top of the key, way off the mark. Mendoza's got that rebound. That thing wasn't even close on that shot. Mendoza in the paint, kicks it to the left corner to Melton. Melton got it, or Mendoza got in the paint. There was the 6'7" route to say, nope, no shots in this paint area with my big, tall frame. Here's Mendoza once again in the paint, and now he'll go to Godby on a nice pass. Godby with the jump hit over Rauch and will score. So the first two for the Trojans will go to Nick Godby in the paint. Here is number 10, Max Foster. Now Allen, back to Max Foster, left corner. He's trying to go inside, does the Rauch. Rauch trying to wheel and deal against Godby. Now he'll kick it out. Good defense by Godby on the 6'7" sophomore. Now Kolb in the paint, shot up, no good. Rebound, fought for, and Melton had it, but it's stripped out of his hand. Here is Rauch with the three, and he will hit. Rauch shooting 57% out there, 8 out of 14. Hasn't taken a lot, but a good percentage. Miller with a deep one. Eminem says, I'm feeling this deep one high left side and knocks it down. Steph Curry range there, baby. Allen will lose it. First turnover, second turnover on the Wildcats, and they try to get it back and will commit a foul. Max Foster will reach in and commit his first foul. That is the team second. And here come Newcastle, up 5-3. First quarter action. Nice giving, a nice pick and roll by Godby. His second field goal. Godby being very active here in this opening quarter. Matt Luce is going to love that play. Set the screen, then you roll towards the basket. Nice bounce pass to Miller. Here's a missed shot by the Wildcats. Rebound, Godby. He's all over the place in this quarter. Melton with the pumpkin. Godby with the pick. Melton into the paint. And they're going to call a foul on Max Foster. That is Foster's second, the team's third. And number 5 is checked in for the Wildcats. Another Foster. That's Sam Foster. Sam and number 10, Max, are the twins. And then the older brother is Brady Foster. He's a senior. Here is a pass into Mendoza. Bennett, left corner. Back out to Miller. Miller just hit a shot from that distance earlier. Now Miller will get to the right. Elbow pull up. It's good. So many options in his offensive bag. And Miller now with 5 points in the opening quarter. 5 of the 9. Trojans up 6, 9-3. Well, we've got 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this first period. Newcastle's man-to-man defense has been sticky here in the opening quarter, and the Wildcats have had some trouble with it. Here is Foster on the right side will get bumped. And that first foul on the Trojans is going to go against number 10, Maddox Melton. And it will be Wildcats basketball underneath their own basket. They get it to Route. Now back to Brady Foster. Here's Kolb with the three. No good. Rebound will come down to the Wildcats. Now there's a loose ball in the court. Look at that hustle play by Melton. And then Mendoza gets it stripped. More players on the court. The Wildcats will come away with it. Helter-skelter play there, and Kolb will drive that left baseline and make a difficult layup to give the Wildcats their 5th point. Trojans now up 4, 9-5. Here is Eminem. Mason Miller with the rock. Now high right side. Melton's got it. Melton goes right corner to Bennett. Bennett on the right baseline drive. And he gets it back. Top of the key. It's short, and the rebound is the Wildcats. Brady Foster quickly down the court. Now it's to his twin brother, Sam. Now back to Brady. Top of the key, Kolb with it. Kolb between the legs dribble. Will go to the right wing over to Foster. That is Brady style. And we have 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this opening period. Newcastle up 9-5. Brady Foster with the dribbling show will now pick it up and go to Kolb. Kolb right wing to Sam Foster. Lucas Eaton will be checking in on the next dead ball for the Newcastle Trojans as Melton gets the 3rd team rebound for the Trojans after that Wildcat just shot from the right wing. Miller fakes the three, gets into the paint, off the glass, too short, got me with the rebound. He will try to get it back up. It's blocked. And here come the Wildcats with it. Nice block by Route, the 6'7" sophomore, using those long arms and that tall frame. Here is Foster with an air ball three. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Foster. That was Stringer with the air ball three. So Foster and Kolb have checked out for the Wildcats. Number 33 has checked in for the first time for the Wildcats. That is Sam. Or I'm sorry, that is Evan Flash Poehler. Evan Flash Poehler. Okay, 9-5. 1:35 left in this opening first quarter. Newcastle with the pumpkin in the 4-point lead. Sturgis, right corner. Now, top of the key area, that's Melton. He had plenty of time to set up, load up that three, and knock it down. That's Maddox Melton's first trifecta. Trojans up 7, 12-5. This is their largest lead of the first quarter. Allen's three, top of the key, no good. And the Wildcats will get their 4th rebound. Flash Poehler with that rebound. Here's Brady Foster, right side to Allen. Now Sam Foster might have got away with a little walk there. Here's a right baseline drive by Allen. He will run over Sturgis. Tremendous defensive play by Ryan Sturgis, cutting off that right baseline, standing tall and taking that charge. That also will be a turnover, their 4th of the quarter on the Wildcats. With 50 seconds left, Matt Luce up giving instructions once again. Let's see if the Trojans put it in the deep freeze with 40 seconds left against this 2-3 zone and maybe just go for one. So you're up 7. That would hopefully be your smallest lead starting the second quarter by going for one. But you hope maybe a 2 or even a 3 ball could give you a 10-point lead to start the second quarter. We're now under 20 seconds. Miller's now got it. He gets pushed and fouled. Oh, my gosh. But what's going on here? They let that number 14 was pushing and shoving and kicking Miller. They let that go way too far. Way too far. Come on, Jeff Green. 14. He said 24. Why is he saying it's 14? 14. I'm trying to get this official to get it right. He was saying 24. There's no 24 on the court. The foul will go on Jordan Stringer, the 6-foot junior, who fouled Mason Miller about 4 times. Miller will knock down that first free throw. He will have one more, shooting 83% on the season is Eminem Mason Miller. He will have one more to give Newcastle. Yes. The 9-point lead. Miller goes 2 for 2. 9-point lead, their largest in the quarter. 11 seconds left. Here come the Wildcats to try to get a shot off in the final 11 seconds. Brady Foster on a take from the right side. Shot up is good. And with 3 seconds, Miller's got it and will be fouled. Wow. I think that Stringer again. Stringer cannot control his little bit of temper there. Comes over and hammers Miller on a half-court heave. Pushes him into the official score table. So Miller will go to the line with 1.6 seconds left to shoot 3. That, I'm sure head coach Mark Foster is not happy with Stringer. These last few, he was shooting. They better say, oh my gosh, he was shooting. That wasn't even close. 2. That was they're only going to give him 2 free throws. Wow. Unbelievable. Miller's first free throw up and good. He was clearly in the act of shooting. And that should have been 3 free throws. Wow. Here is his second. Sturgis checking in on the next dead ball, and Miller knocks him down. So he goes 4 for 4 in the last 20 seconds from the line. Newcastle now up 16-7. And that long heave by the Wildcats not even close. So at the end of one, the Trojans will lead 16-7. Things are getting a little physical here this afternoon as we'll take our end of the quarter break and come back with more exciting Trojans basketball on the Nash 102.5 app, NashFM1025.com, and streaming on YouTube. Just type in the NC Trojans Report.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Lorenzo Pettiford and my good cameraman Ryan James bringing you Newcastle Trojans basketball back for second quarter action. Trojans start the second quarter up 9, 16-7. Lucas Eaton has made his way into the ball game. Out there for the Trojans to start this second quarter, it is Braylon Bennett with the pumpkin. And Nick Godby with the pick for Bennett. Bennett gets into the paint, shuffles his feet. Will have the first turnover in the second quarter. Newcastle is 4th. So Nick Godby, Ryan Sturgis, Lucas Eaton, Maddox Melton, Braylon Bennett. Down low. Wildcats go. Godby with the good defense on Rauch, who couldn't score. Newcastle with the rebound. Right corner they go to Sturgis. Wildcats staying exclusively in a 2-3 zone defense so far in this first half. Now here's Braylon Bennett high. Left side. Sturgis in the left corner. Back to Bennett. Here's Melton now. Newcastle probing and working this perimeter against this 2-3 zone. Trying to find a man that can get open to unleash a shot. Here's Lucas Eaton with a nice, strong, quick burst of energy. Kicks it out to Sturgis for a three. No good. And the rebound is the Wildcats. Quickly down the court. Kolb operating off that left block will go up against Godby and Sturgis and draw a foul. Let's see who they pick. It will be on Lucas Eaton. That is Eaton's first and the team's first here in the second quarter. And going to the line is Kolb. Kolb, the first free throw is up and good. He shoots 60% from the charity stripe, 15 out of 25 coming into this afternoon's contest. Number 5 will check out Sam Foster for the Wildcats, and number 10, Max Foster is back in. Kolb's second free throw is up and good. That are their first free throws that they've taken in the ball game. Comes at the 6-minute and 45-second mark. Here is Braylon Bennett. Trojans up by 7, 16-9. Melton with the pumpkin. High left side. This is Mason Miller, who is back in there. Mason on a take from the right side. Couldn't convert. Rebound will be the Wildcats. But there's some contact on that drive by Mason Miller. And the Wildcats will come down and turn it over. Their first in the quarter, 5th in the ball game. Yeah, that last drive by Mason, there was some contact, but the ref said, nah, we'll swallow our whistles. Miller now has that right wrist with the little tape for support on it. That might have happened when he got taken out here at the midcourt. Only to say it's a 2 free throws instead of the 3. Here's Godby. He gets stripped, and that's a turnover on Newcastle. Second in the quarter, 5th in the ball game. Brady Foster guarded by Sturgis. Sturgis will maybe bump Foster. Looks like that's the case. Yep, they're going to say Sturgis with the little body. That is Sturgis' first, the team's second. Top of the key, Kolb. Now he'll drive the left side. Turnaround shot up, too strong, and the rebound will go to Newcastle. And here's Miller, right corner. Top of the key, Godby. Right wing, Miller's 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Wildcats. Allen can't control it on the right baseline area. That is the 3rd turnover in the quarter for the Wildcats, 7th in the ball game. And we've got a timeout on the court with the Newcastle Trojans leading 16-9 with 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first half. Back after this, TO.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look
And back we are inside the field house this beautiful, snowy, cold afternoon. Glad to have you on board for Trojans basketball. Again, congratulations to our Lady Trojans whose season ended on Tuesday night at Yorktown, but they finished the year with a record of 14-7. Solid year for the Lady Trojans, and of course the 2 seniors that will be missed greatly, Emily and Megan Luce. Super job when they joined the Trojan team this year. Miller, pull up 3, look, top of the key. Look out, folks. He's really getting into a rhythm now after being pushed and kicked around. Mason is feeling it, I believe. 19-9, 10-point lead for the Trojans is their largest so far. Trojan foul will go against number 24, Nick Godby. That is his first, the team's 3rd. The Wildcats have yet to commit a team foul in this second quarter. Nick Godby will check out, and I believe it was Mendoza that came in for it. Wildcats basketball, Kolb, right wing to Brady Foster. Now, number 33 will shoot a three. That was Flash Polar. He will miss. Rebound Newcastle. Miller with the pumpkin. High left side. That's Melton. Gets a pick from Mendoza. Now high right side. It is Miller. Miller on a take. Gets into the paint. Off the glass. Makes the layup and no foul. Wow. Miller's getting hammered out there. He can't get an and one. Nice drive by Eminem. 21-19. Trojans up 12 now. Their largest lead. Right side, the Wildcats go. This is Brady Foster now. Max Foster will hit a three from the right wing. 8 out of 25 coming into this afternoon's contest. That's 32% for Max Foster from beyond the arc. 21-12. Trojans up 9 with the basketball. Right wing, it's Miller, or make that Maddox Melton. His deep three will go off the back of the rim. No good, and the rebound is to the Wildcats. Nick Godby will be checking in on the next dead ball for Newcastle. This is Max Foster. He goes right side to Brady Foster. And Brady tries to get the ball down low to Flash Polar, and Newcastle will kick it away. Ryan Sturgis will check out for the Trojans, and Nick Godby has made his way back in. 21-12 is your score. Trojans with the 9-point lead. They've been up by as many as 12 in this first half. Kolb's three. His foot was on the line. They're still going to count it. That was right in front of me. His foot was clearly on the line, but they don't see it, and it will count as a three instead of a two. I could see that clearly. I can't wait to watch that on replay tonight on the YouTube stream. And the Newcastle Trojans, they get it back. Wasn't really a full turnover. It was just the ball was being fought for, and the Trojans finally come away with it. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Godby, right wing to Bennett. Bennett has yet to get unleashed, and he's off the mark there. Nice hustle rebound by Godby for Mendoza. The hustle by Godby sets up Mendoza. Here is a missed shot by the Wildcat, but the Newcastle Trojans will get called for this foul. And it's going to be Melton with his second. That's going to be the team's fourth, and going to the line will be Max Foster, the 5'11 sophomore. He's only shot 5 free throws all season long. His first one here is good. He was 4 out of 5 coming into this afternoon for 80%. He will have one more. Now he's 5 out of 6. And going for point number 17 for the Wildcats. And that will roll out. Sturgis will be checking in on the next dead ball. Here's Melton, left corner to Bennett. Bennett on a fake and out drives, contact. He definitely will earn the right to go to the charity stripe. Nice uplifting fake from the left corner to drive and get into the paint. Draw that contact and get to the line. Braylon is shooting 71% on the season. He steps up and knocks down his first free throw. 71% is his official stat, but believe me, folks, this guy is a better free throw shooter than 71%. And I think by the end of the year, you'll probably see him increase that percentage into the 80s. This one is going to roll out. Oh, I might have jinxed him, bragging about him. So he goes 1 out of 2, and it's 24-16. Trojans up 8 with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the first half. Gilman is checked in for the Wildcats. He's number 12. He's now trying to get the ball, but Bennett will step in and steal it. That is the Wildcats' 8th turnover, 4th in the quarter. They've had 4 in each quarter so far. They averaged 13 a ball game. They're on pace to do more than that tonight, or this afternoon. It's going to be hard to get used to getting tonight's vocabulary out of my sentences when I'm used to saying it pretty much 99.9% of the time. Bennett on a pull-up 7-footer, too strong. And Mendoza with a nice hustle rebound. And now they're going to call a foul on a Wildcat. That's going to be on number 12, Gavin Gilman, his first, the team's second, and Bennett's free throw is way short. That was way short by Braylon Bennett. Now, prove me right, Braylon. Step up and knock this down. You're such a good shooter. Here we go. Oh, it's short again. Rebound, Wildcats. 24-16, still your score with 25 seconds left. A spin move by Brady Foster. Nice move, but he blew the layup on it. Now he's trying to get the rebound, and the Wildcats will pull it away. Brady Foster from the left corner, no good. Mason Miller was up there trying to get control of that rebound. He lost it, and it's still going to be Wildcat basketball with 12.4 seconds left in the first half. Trojans trying to hang on to an 8-point lead here in the final moments. Now under 10 seconds, Brady Foster looking to drive against Bennett. Pull up left elbow, air ball. Sturgis with that rebound. He's got a second to launch, and it's off the mark. So at the end of the first half, the Newcastle Trojans put up 24 points in the first half, and they hold the Wildcats to 16 points. So they'll go into the halftime locker room up 8, will our Trojans. And head coach Matt Luce and his assistant coaches will have a talk with his players, and they'll come out in the second half and try to even do better. But right now they are currently up 8, 24-16. We'll take our end of the half time out by pulling up the commissioner's report. The commissioner's corner report as soon as I can get to it. And that will give, while the commissioner's report is playing, that will give yours truly a chance to gather up some stats and come back with our halftime show. So the Trojans up 24-16. And we'll get this to download. And here comes the Commissioner Corner.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Hey, welcome into the Commissioner's Corner, our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Paul, always great to catch up. Busy time of year, girls basketball state tournament getting rolling. Boys basketball pairing show coming up on the 22nd. So it is a great time of year, and the tournament got started in a great way with the sectional.
Yeah, we kicked the girls tournament off last night. Had a few postponements due to snow in the southeast part of the state, but as our great athletic directors do, they're always flexible and getting things scheduled. And so we're rescheduled for everything that we didn't get to play last night, and we'll continue through the rest of the week. And so there's a whole slate of games out there on Wednesday. There'll be some games on Thursday. Obviously, Friday is semifinal night for most, and then Saturday night will be championship night.
Last episode, we were talking a lot about how the snow impacted things on the boys and girls side. So it's up to the ADs, of course, to reach out to you. And then is it up to them to just get that new date on their schedule?
Yeah, they communicate with the people that are in the tournament, find out, make sure there's no conflicts there. But they take the lead on rescheduling, and certainly they reach out to Assistant Commissioner Jane Schott because the girls' tournament's going, and Jane would work with them on rescheduling and what her thoughts are also. But it primarily falls back to our schools.
As we mentioned with the boys basketball pairing show coming up on the 22nd across the IHSAA, you guys are always looking for new officials and new folks to join that realm. And it's very easy, Paul, ihsaa.org, and it's pretty easy from there, right?
Yeah, you go to ihsaa.org, and at the top there's a button that says Become an Official. And we'd love for people, if they've ever been inclined, I tell folks all the time, we love the game as players, our athletes and participants, but it's a chance to continue to be involved in the game. And the officials community is so unique because they become so close knit and support each other. And you're working with some of your teammates, and that team concept is still going. And we need officials. We always need officials. Our group is a little silver haired as we speak sometime, or some are getting a little older, but we love young officials. I watched a couple good young officials work last night at the girls sectional at Carmel. And so we're always looking for the next official to get out there and help us out.
So a lot of basketball opportunities for folks to go out and support their communities. But we've been talking the last few weeks, Paul, about something very unique, and that's swimming and diving. It's coming up on the boys and girls side here very soon. But girls swimming and diving is going to start first, and that starts this weekend. So, for anybody that wants to come out and watch something very unique and very special, I think that might be a perfect opportunity for them because there's truly nothing like that.
Yeah, and if you want to know where the swim meets are at in your community, you can go to our website, again, ihsa.org. At the top, you click schedules, and you can put in your zip code in your area, and they'll find out where these local games are being played at. And get out, you'll see it's incredible, the quality of swimming in the state of Indiana. And we did a podcast this past week on the IHSA Insider and had Lily King and her brother online. And Lily began her career at FJ Wright's High School in Evansville and furthered it. And we certainly know her Olympic story. So, again, there'll be another one born through this tournament season that will do great things at the Olympic level.
Paul, other stuff going on with the IHSAA girls wrestling just wrapped up over at the Coliseum. Whiteland finishing with the top spot in girls wrestling, 2 individual state champions crowned. Crown Point, Hobart, and Columbus East following in the standings. And, of course, boys wrestling coming up as well. So can you just break down here the weekend for the girls wrestling state titles and what's coming up for the boys, too?
Well, girls wrestling was a great weekend. We saw a significant amount of growth in not only the quality of wrestling in its second year of state championship participation, but in the number of fans. I mean, we were up almost 1,000 fans this past weekend over the previous year, this past Friday. And so that's exciting. And we knew girls wrestling would continue to grow. The fan base loves their sport, and we're excited about it. And then we turn right around the corner. And a week from this Saturday, we kick off the boys wrestling tournament.
It's the Commissioner's Corner. That's Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Paul, we always appreciate the time. We'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks, Brendan. Appreciate what you do.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
And we are back. Thank you for listening to the Commissioner's Corner. Always some good information that they provide for us, and we appreciate that. So that was, again, the Commissioner's Corner. And now we're going to get you our halftime stats as promised. So I'll turn around here, and my good buddy Ryan James right behind me with the good camera work. Thank you so much, Ryan. Hello again, Trojan basketball fans, and welcome to our halftime show. Lorenzo Pettiford sitting pretty much at mid-court as always in my usual seat here inside the field house. Ryan James there with the camera work. We appreciate that. First, here are some halftime stats. First of all, for Franklin County, with their record of 6-10 coming into today's basketball game. They were led in scoring at the half by Ezra Kolb, number 30, the 6'3 junior, had 2 points in the opening quarter, 5 in the second quarter. He has 7. Jarrett Rauch had a 3 ball in the opening quarter. He's got 3. Max Foster hit a 3 and 1 out of 2 from the free throw line, so he has 4. That is their 16 points at the half. They had 8 rebounds and they had 9 rebounds and 8 turnovers, did Franklin County. They went to the line 4 times. They knocked down 3 of them. For our Newcastle Trojans, Mason Miller off to a fine start, leading all scorers with 14 points and also going 4 out of 4 from the free throw line in the first quarter. Braylon Bennett went 1 out of 4 from the free throw line. He's got 1. Maddox Melton hit a trifecta in the opening quarter. He's got 3. Nick Godby got off to a good start in the opening quarter, knocking down 2 field goals over the 6'7" sophomore of Franklin County. Godby's got 4 points, and Luke Mendoza has a field goal in the second quarter. He's got 2. The Trojans went to the free throw line 10 times in that first half, and they knocked down 5 of them. The Trojans had 5 turnovers and 9 rebounds in the first half. So that's a quick look at our halftime stats. We'll be starting the second half here in about a little less than 2 minutes. Time to take care of some of our good sponsors like Duty Calls Plumbing. Duty Calls Plumbing is family owned and operated. They're located at 490 Indiana Avenue in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. I love when people just walk through. They think they're bothering me, but it's not too much of a bother. Not too much. If you need high quality and expert plumbing solutions, then simply call Duty Calls Plumbing, 765-310-1333. And McDonald's. McDonald's is located 1720 here in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana, 1720 South Memorial Drive in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. You know what they've got, those world-famous fries, of course, delicious sandwiches, and very tasty breakfast can always be served at McDonald's. 1720 South Memorial Drive in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. So now I'm going to spin my chair around. Let's get you set for second half action where our Newcastle Trojans will come out of the halftime locker room up 24-16. The Trojans got off to a good start in the opening quarter. They led 16-7 at the end of one. But actually in the second quarter, Franklin County outscored them 9-8 in that second quarter. Newcastle got up by as many as 12 in that second quarter, but give Franklin County some credit. They outscored Newcastle 9-8 in the second quarter, so Newcastle still leads 24-16. Newcastle will have Nick Godby, Braylon Bennett, Mason Miller, Maddox Melton, and Luke Mendoza to start the second half. The Wildcats are going to bring out Carson Allen, Jarrett Rauch, Ezra Kolb, Brady Foster, and number 10 is Max Foster. This beautiful new scores table that goes from the visiting team to the Trojans team on that wipeout play by Mason Miller was hit pretty hard. There may be some damage to it, but this thing is not even 2 weeks old. Beautiful, beautiful new scoreboard table that I absolutely love with plenty of room here to broadcast games. Here we go, start the second half. Here is the lob into Rauch. Godby with the good defense, but that 6'7" frame, Jarrett Rauch will go over Godby to get his second field goal of the ball game. He's got 5 points. 24-18, down to the 6-point lead. Newcastle with the pumpkin. Mason Miller, high left side, goes to the right side. Now pull up right elbow, jumper. Can't get the roll, and the rebound will come down to the Wildcats. Quickly down the court, Allen's got it. Now it is Foster, top of the key area. Brady style, and now this is Allen to Max Foster to Kolb as the Wildcats a little bit in their weave action. And now here is, inside, Godby and Rauch with the collision there, and Rock will lower that shoulder and go over Godby. Things are getting a little chippy out here. And head coach Matt Luce doesn't waste any time and says, I want a timeout. It'll give us a chance to look at some of the college scores. There are 18 games involving ranked opponents tonight. And we're trying to pull up some of those scores here if my phone will cooperate. Here we go. Real quickly, Nebraska is leading Rutgers 67 to 52 with 8 minutes to play in that ball game. Nebraska number 9. Number 21, Arkansas is dominating Mississippi State with 11 minutes to play, 66 to 49. All right, we'll look at more of those scores in just a bit, but right now we are back to live action. Newcastle Trojans with the pumpkin. Now it is Mendoza fakes the three from the top of the key. He will not launch. He gives it to Godby. Miller, right side three. You bet. Yes, sir. Mason Miller knocks down another one. Such a good shooter is Mason. And I was writing stuff down. Was that a turnover? They scored? A missed shot by the Wildcats. Trying to write things down, and as soon as I did, the Wildcats already shot and missed, but that rebound came to Newcastle. Trojans up 7. Mendoza down the left side of the lane, kicks it out to Melton on the left wing. Here is Mason Miller on the right side. Pull up Bennett. 8-footer is good from the left baseline. That is Bennett's first field goal of the ball game. He now has 3 points. Trojans are now up 9. 29 to 20. Wildcat basketball. They will miss another one. Rauch with the rebound, and it's back up and good. Jared Rauch starting to establish himself inside. And the lead is back down to 7. Newcastle basketball. They will throw it away. Newcastle with their first turnover in the quarter, 6th in the ball game. Rauch will take the 3. Down 7 are the Wildcats. Under the 5-minute mark we go in the third quarter. Allen spin move in the paint. Might have got away with the walk there, but he did draw the foul. That foul's going to be on Nick Godby. That's Nick Godby's second and the first team foul on Newcastle here in the third quarter. 4:47 left in this third quarter. The Wildcats are down 7, but they're going to try to cut into that lead right now. That's way short by Allen. He will have one more. He shoots 61% coming in to this afternoon's game. 38 out of 62. Mendoza and Godby have checked out. Lucas Eaton and Ryan Sturgis have checked in. Allen's second free throw on this set is good. So he goes 1 out of 2. Folks, that's his first points of the ball game with 4:47 left in the third quarter. Their leading scorer, Allen, gets 1 out of 2 to get his first point. Here's Newcastle. Up 6 with the Pumpkins. Lucas Eaton's got the rock. Right side to Bennett. Bennett now top of the key to Sturgis. He'll fake the 3, go left side to Miller. Miller's got one working a little bit too strong. Man, that looked good all the way. Had the perfect view from that. Just a little too strong. Reverse layup by Kolb. That's his 9th point, and the lead is 4, 29 to 25. 9 to 5. The Wildcats have outscored Newcastle in this third quarter, and that's why the lead is cut down to 4. Braylon Bennett to Miller. Miller into the paint. Pull up. 7-footer. No good. Rebound will be the Wildcats. Brady Foster to the right side. Gives it to Allen. Allen to Max Foster. Now it's Brady Foster. Newcastle in their man-to-man defense. Wildcats showing some patience on this possession, and a nice strip up the ball by Melton out of Max Foster's hands. I thought it went off Foster's leg, but they're going to stay with the Wildcats, they say, right in front of the Wildcats bench. Here's Brady Foster, dribbles to the left side, now spins back. We'll give it to Allen on the right wing. Allen, one-on-one move against Miller. And they're going to call some contact there. And there was. But I tell you, there was a lot of those same type of contact fouls when Miller was driving in the first half that you did not call. Mason Miller will pick up his first. And that is the team's second here in the third quarter. Allen going back to the line where he was 1 out of 2 about a couple minutes ago. He will hit his first here to get his second point. He has yet to score a field goal. The 61% free throw shooter will have one more in this set to try to give the Wildcats their 27-point lead, and he does. So he is 3 out of 4 as an individual from the line, and all 4 free throws in this third quarter are from Allen. 2-point ball game with 3:19 left. Newcastle with the pumpkin. Braylon Bennett inside to Godby. He gets triple team back out to Melton. Now it's Bennett with the rock. Under the 3-minute mark we go. Bennett trying to set up Sturgis in the right corner. And the Wildcat players thought that went off of Bennett, but it will be Newcastle basketball. 29-27. Godby will catch it in the right corner area. Take one dribble. Now he's in a little bit of trouble, and it will go off a Wildcat player. M&M Mason Miller had a little breather. He will get right back in there for the Trojans. And checking out will be Bennett. Newcastle inbounds to Lucas Eaton. Now it's Sturgis with it. Lucas Eaton, right baseline drive to Godby's free throw line. Here's a deep one by Melton. Off the mark, but Lucas with a nice rebound. And Lucas Eaton with the jump right hook in the paint, draws the foul. He makes the basket, and he's got the and one. Nice play by number 20, the 6'3 senior, Lucas Eaton. Eaton's one of those players that just does those little things for you to help you win ball games. That was not a little thing. That was a big thing. His and one free throw was off the mark, though. That foul, by the way, was on Rauch, his second of the Wildcats. 4-point lead Trojans, 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third. Allen's three is too strong. Rebound is fought for off of Miller's head. Goff threw it off of Miller's head. It was a nice play. Miller's all right. So it will stay Wildcats basketball. Trojans have been exclusive man-to-man the entire game. Rauch will step on the end line trying to make a move against Godby. That is their 10th turnover, second in the quarter. Under the 2-minute mark we go. Godby to Miller. Three's in the air, short. Oh, almost a strip from behind by Eaton. I don't think Miller got all the way set on that last shot. Here is a rebound by Godby. 1:40 left in the third quarter. Miller Left corner three, Sturgis. Yes. Ryan Sturgis finally gets his first points of the ball game from the left corner. Sets up beautifully and knocks it down. Allen's three, no good. And there's Eaton with another rebound. Luke is playing well in this quarter. 34-27. Trojans trying to increase their 7-point lead on this possession. Miller into the paint with the scoop reverse, no good. Rebound, Wildcats. 65 seconds left. Newcastle causes the 11th turnover on the Wildcats. And under the 60-second mark we go. Newcastle's got the pumpkin. Melton, left wing to Eaton, back to Melton with 45 seconds. Melton to Sturgis, back to Melton. We've got 35 seconds left. Ooh, almost lost it there, did Maddox. So now Miller's got it as we are under 30 seconds to play in this third quarter. Trojans obviously going to ice it all the way down to one now. And there's going to be a hand foul on number 23, the 5'11 senior, Brady Foster. That is Foster's first, the team's second. Couple subs coming in for the Wildcats, number 33, Flash Polar, and number 5, Sam Foster. Rock will check out the 6'7 sophomore. Coach Foster does not want him to pick up his third foul. 15 seconds left here in this third quarter. Miller gets the ball with 10. 7 seconds. Miller guarded tightly by Foster. Miller inside. That is Godby. All the attention on Mason Miller. He finds Godby on that right block, and Godby goes right up and scores. Beautiful job by the Trojans to end this third quarter. So, at the end of 3, it is Newcastle 36 and the Wildcats 27. We'll take our end of the quarter break and come back with the all-important fourth and final quarter. You're listening to Trojans Basketball on the Nash 102.5 app, Nash FM 102.5.com, and our video stream on YouTube. Just type in the NC Trojans Report.
Playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Animals are languishing.
Okay, back we are to start the fourth and final quarter. Mason Miller with the pumpkin. Left wing to Melton. The Trojans will start this fourth quarter with a 9-point lead, 36-27. Trojans been up by as many as 12 in this game. That was in the first half. Trojans outscored the Wildcats in that third quarter, 12-11. Trojans have worked about 40 seconds off the clock here to start the fourth quarter. Really working the clock, looking for a good one, up 9. Melton with the pumpkin. Out to Eaton. Now Miller's got it. Miller's got that black tape support off the wrist now. Newcastle's had the ball over a minute now. A minute and almost 15 seconds to be exact. So working some serious clock here in this fourth quarter with the 9-point lead on the Trojans. The Wildcats are going to stay in that zone, and Matt Luce says, you're going to stay in that zone. We're going to take a lot of clock off. Up 9 with the pumpkin. Wildcats doing their best to try to match up out of this 2-3 zone. And it looks like they finally have gone man. They have switched to man-to-man now. So the Trojans were able to force them to get out of the zone. Now they're man, and let's see how the Trojans react, and they will lose control of it. Nice strip by Allen over Melton, and it will lead to a layup for Calm. Now there's a timeout on the court by Mark Foster. We'll keep this timeout here and read some of the great sponsors that we have for you. Some of the great sponsors like Broad Street Motors. Broad Street Motors can help your vehicle run better than ever whenever it has those problems that we all have when it comes to our transportation needs. So, if your car's not sounding right and running just a little rough, take it to the reliable and trusted Fix-It pros at Broad Street Motors. 1556 Broad Street in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. They'll do tune-ups, computer diagnostic testing, oil changes, brakes, AC or heat repair. We all want our heater running good, right, this time of year. So remember, Broad Street Motors in Newcastle, where performance meets peace of mind. And Ultra Dry is located at 209 West Main Street in Mount Summit, Indiana. Folks, they'll give you a free consultation whenever you have those, that fire damage that may pop up out of nowhere and water damage from putting the fire out. They can help you with biohazard cleanups, smoke and soot removal. They got round-the-clock emergency response. So you can call Ultra Dry at 765-836-5005. All right, we're ready to come back with more fourth quarter action. The first 2 points in the fourth quarter go to Brady Foster to cut Newcastle's lead down to 7. It was 9. 36-29. Here's the Trojans' second offensive touch. On the first one, they took off about a minute and 30 seconds almost before they had a turnover. And Sturgis gets his shot blocked. Wildcats will get it back. Oh, whoa. They're going to get that straightened out. That went off a Wildcat player. Now the two officials are talking about it. Let's see if Ortman will get overruled. Yeah, Ortman gets overruled. Jeff Green will come in and help him. So it will not be a turnover on Newcastle after all. Lucas Eaton has checked out and Braylon Bennett has checked in for Newcastle. Ryan Sturgis is also checked out and Mendoza's in. Bennett will inbound, having a little trouble, and he throws it out to Miller. We've got 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in this ball game. Trojans up 7. They were up 9 to start the fourth quarter, but now the first 2 points of the fourth quarter went to Franklin County. Here's Milton, 3 look from the right corner, no good, and Godby may get his third foul called on him. Yep. It will be on Godby trying to get that offensive rebound, pushing in underneath there. The 6'7" sophomore Jared Rauch will check back in, and checking out will be Flash Bowler. Wildcats basketball down 7. We approach the 5-minute mark left in the game. Brady Foster, right elbow, throws a lob for Rauch, and that's a turnover. Their first in the quarter, 12th of the ball game. They've slowed down on those turnovers. Miller, the 3. Yes. Mason Miller with his third 3 of the ball game. One in the first, one in the third, and now one in the fourth. He leads all scorers with 20 points. There's an answer by Ezra Cole. with his second trifecta. He has 14 points. We got a timeout on the court. We'll do the same. Trojans lead 39-32. Back with more Trojans basketball after this timeout.
In U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Okay, here come the Trojans. Back on the court. They'll have the basketball with the 7-point lead. 4 minutes and 46 seconds left in this ball game. By the way, Trojans have really been doing some nice things here inside the field. They got 2 new scoreboards behind each basket. And I normally would look up at the center scoreboard to see the score, but now I'm getting accustomed to looking at the 2 behind each basket. Very nice scoreboard. And of course, this official scores table is just unbelievable. Okay, Trojans working some clock again with the pumpkin. Up 7, 39-32. We've got 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the ball game. Wildcats in their man-to-man defense, and they are playing a fairly sticky style of man-to-man, trying to get some steals and cause some havoc. Bennett with the pumpkin. Now Godby. And they will foul Miller out on the left wing. That foul will go against number 5. That is Sam Foster. That's his first and the team's first with 3:59 left in the ball game. I noticed that they're really not guarding tightly Godby, especially Godby and sometimes Mendoza. So anytime they want some relief up top, Godby can come out there because the 6'7" sophomore does not like to get out there in his defensive stance because he knows he'll get blown by. Here's Mendoza. They'll guard him tight. Look at Godby. Look, there's no one around him. The 6'7" Rock would just stay into the paint, guard the rim. Bennett. Oh, they throw it away to Newcastle. Third turnover in the quarter, 9th of the ball game. Oh, Sam. Oh, I think he walked. Rock's three's no good. And Brady Foster will tap that out of bounds. Here comes Sam. Max Foster back in. And Sam Foster will check out. 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in the contest. Trojans still up 39-32. The Wildcats have outscored Newcastle so far in this fourth quarter, 5-3. Mendoza with the rock. Gives it to Miller. Miller to Godby. There's your relief valve at all times. Just keep Godby out there at the top of the key. Bennett's going to shoot a 3 and hit. Bennett says, I need to knock down my trifecta. He knocks it down. 42-32, 10-point lead. Trojans. Foster, long 2, no good. Rebound, Newcastle. 2:20 left in the ball game. Trojans up 10. Wow. They call Maddox with a walk. Got a little too comfortable there. 4th turnover in the quarter on Newcastle. 10th of the ball game. Coach loose up. Giving encouragement to his defense here on this possession. Rock will fake the 3. Get by Godby, and from behind. Godby will get a lot of pumpkin, but he got a lot of body from behind. But he definitely stopped Rock from going in to slam that thing down. That is Godby's 4th. with exactly 2 minutes left in the game. Rock will go to the line to shoot his first free throws. First one is up and no good. 39 out of 49 with that Foreman release surprises me. That's 80%, folks. That first free throw, the Foreman and his follow through did not look good at all. See if he can come out of this timeout and see what he does. So Newcastle up 42 to 32. Let's see what's going on in college basketball. If we can pull that up. Okay, some more scores. Final today, number 18, Virginia beats Syracuse 72-59. Number 24, Louisville 88, Wake Forest 80. The Purdue Boilermakers in action right now with just under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. They've got a 1-point lead over Oregon, 56-55. Number 7, Iowa State 25, Baylor 27. First half action, 6 minutes to play in that first half. Also in the first half, pretty much just underway, just under 17 minutes to play. Utah 10, number 11, Kansas 8. Later today, number 19, St. Louis will host LaSalle at 3. 3:30, number 15, Vandy will host Oklahoma. At 4 o'clock, number 23, Miami of Ohio will make the trip to Marshall. And also at 4 o'clock, the number 1 team in the nation, the Arizona Wildcats, will host the Oklahoma State Cowboys. By the way, the big game in the ACC, number 4 Duke at number 14, North Carolina, 6:30 tonight. Can't wait for that. And of course, tomorrow is that little thing in the NFL called the Super Bowl. And Rock's second free throw was a much better release and follow through, much better form, and that's why he hit it. He's 1 out of 2 in that set. 42-33, 9-point lead for Newcastle with the basketball. Here is some full court pressure, 1-2-2 style, and Newcastle breaks it. 1:45 left. Right corner, Melton. Wildcats trying to trap when they can. Here's Melton. Now, Gobby downloads Mendoza, the Trojans, with the good ball movement. Mendoza camping on that right block will get the feed from Gobby and score. Kolb's 3 is off the mark. Rebound will come down to the Wildcats, and he will be fouled. The Wildcat player fouled by Miller. Miller's second, the team's third. By the way, the Wildcats only have 1 team foul, so they can't even get Newcastle to the line when they want to in a hurry. They try to throw it off the feet before the timeout, but the timeout will be honored by the Wildcats. They were having trouble getting the ball in play. So you have the Super Bowl tomorrow. The Seattle Seahawks will be taking on the New England Patriots. 6:30 kickoff on NBC. Of course, the Super Bowl is being played at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, just outside of San Francisco. That's where the 49ers play all their games. Should be a good game. Both teams have got good defenses, but Seattle's defense is the number 1 defense in the NFL. And I think that's going to be the big reason that they're going to win. I put down 24-20 Seattle over the Patriots. Let's see how close I get. 24-20. Remember that score, people. Seattle will win the Super Bowl. Here we go. Wildcats down 11. 1:20 to play. A 3 in the air, and it's made by Allen. Gets his first field goal at the 1:15 mark. Newcastle will break the press. Godby double teamed, and Matt Luce right there with a very good timeout. Saw Godby getting double teamed and in trouble. So with 60 seconds left, the Trojans will have the ball. 44-36, the 8-point lead. strange things have happened before, but right now it's all about Newcastle just protecting the ball. And the Wildcats have still got to commit, unless you're in the active shooting, the Wildcats have got to commit 4 more fouls before they send Newcastle to the line because they only have one team foul. So look for them to be fouling, going for a steal and fouling extremely quick if they can't get the steal. So right now the Wildcats have outscored the Trojans 9-8 in this fourth quarter. Newcastle has out-rebounded the Wildcats on my card, 17-15. Wildcats have got 12 turnovers. Newcastle has 10. Ryan Sturgis will inbound for our Trojans with 60 seconds left in the game. You're up 8. Protect the ball and be ready to knock down some free throws here in a bit. They get it to Miller, and there's the quick foul on Brady Foster. That will be his second and the team's second. They've got to do that 3 more times to send Newcastle to the line. They get it to Miller. Miller will be fouled by Brady Foster again, and that's number 3 on Brady Foster. And that is the team's third with 56.3 seconds left in the ballgame. Wildcats will do it 2 more times. Oh, they get it to Miller. He almost bobbled. Now Melton's got it. Wow, they can let a couple fouls go before they call one. That time, Allen. That is Allen's third and the fourth of the Wildcats. The next foul will send Newcastle to the line, and Miller's in the backcourt. Now it's Melton. Melton gets fouled by Brady Foster. That is Brady Foster's fourth. And now with 42.9 seconds left in the game, Newcastle's got an 8-point lead. And Mr. Maddox Melton, 11 out of 16 on the season. That's just under 70%. His first one is up and good. That is Newcastle. That's only Newcastle's second free throw in the second half. Lucas Eaton missed an and one free throw in the third quarter, and that was it until now. Melton with one more to give Newcastle a 10-point lead, and he does. 4-possession ball game, 46-36. It's going to take 4 possessions for the Wildcats to, if there's one of them, they scored 1 basket. They've got to score 3 more without the Trojans scoring 3 or any more to try to come back from behind with 36 seconds left. So we'll take a quick timeout here since it's a full. You are listening to Newcastle Trojans basketball on the Nash 102.5 app and NashFM1025.com.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kenneltocouch.org.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory is going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving the disability.
Okay, back to live action. Trojans basketball. Sturgis will inbound for Newcastle. He does to Mason Miller. Miller in the backcourt, guarded tightly by Sam Foster, gets pushed to the floor, no call. And now head coach Matt Luce will call a timeout with 27.6 seconds left. I mean, they literally pushed Mason Miller to the floor, and they didn't blow their whistle. Then they got Maddox Melton's doubled and almost triple team, so Coach Luce does the smart thing and calls a timeout so that they can get set better to be able to pass the ball, because Melton was in a difficult situation to find a teammate. Nice timeout call by Matt Luce. Trojans up 8 points, 46-38, with, I think it was 30-something seconds left now. The time is 27.6 to be exact. 27.6. Earlier today, the junior varsity Trojans won. I don't remember that final score, but they won quite easily. So congratulations to Ethan Cook on another JV win. Here we go with Sturgis to inbound. Newcastle up 46-38. 27 seconds left in the ball game. Now they're going to call a hold foul as Allen was holding Mason Miller. That will be Allen's fourth. And the team's already over the bonus, so the 83% free throw shooter, Mason Miller, who hasn't been to the line since the first quarter, where he was 4 out of 4 in the opening quarter. Here's his first free throw in the second half. It's up and good. He will have one more. He's 5 for 5 from the line so far this afternoon. This could give Newcastle a 10-point lead, make it a 4-possession game, and he does. Back in the driver's seat is the Trojans. 4-possession game with 27 seconds left. Brady Foster quickly across the timeline. Pull up three is going to bank in. Are you kidding me? 7-point lead for Newcastle. They get in the middle, and he's pushed from behind, and Allen just fouled out. No, that's Foster, rather. Brady Foster just fouled out. So Foster's done. He will finish with 5 points. And Eminem back to the free throw line, where he is 6 out of 6 tonight, or this afternoon. And since I said tonight, I think can't get the word tonight out of my vocabulary today. He will have one more in this set. He's now 7 out of 8. Mendoza checks back in. Lucas Eaton will check out. 13 seconds left. Trojans up 9. And I'm going to officially call it. Route 3 will not make, and Maddox Melton with the rebound, and that's how the game will end. So the Newcastle Trojans win their 8th game of the year, beating the Wildcats of Franklin County 40-49. 49-40. The Trojans will win their 8th game over the Wildcats. The Wildcats will drop to 6-11. Head coach Mark Foster gets his 61st loss in his 5 years to 49 wins. Matt Luce will get career victory number 394. 394 for head coach Matt Luce. Or is it 393, actually? We'll get it figured out. So, again, congratulations to the Newcastle Trojans. They win 49-40. We'll take our end of the game timeout and come back with our post-game show which will hopefully include Matt Luce or Jason Williams, the varsity assistant. You're listening to Newcastle Trojans basketball on the Nash 1025 app, Nash FM, 1025.com, and our video stream on YouTube. Just type in the NC Trojans Report. Back with our postgame show after these commercial messages.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour.
All right, back we are inside the field house in an always beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. And, man, I've got a good post-game show lined up for you. I got head coach Matt Luce. I got Braylon Bennett. I got Maddox Melton. But we're going to start off with the head skipper himself, Coach Matt Luce. Congratulations on win number 8 this season. You beat Franklin County 49-40.
Great team win, Lorenzo. Our guys hung in there. It may not have been pretty at times, but they believed in what we're doing. They got defensive stops, and they just kept fighting. Really proud of these two guys. Really proud of our two seniors and just our entire team. Our JV keeps getting better, and our varsity keeps getting better. Our practices the last week have been great. Great culture, great hard working, great. You can see the enthusiasm even in this 9,000-seat arena. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Our guys believe in what we're doing. I just want to point out these two guys I've been on harder than anybody else. I mean it, because they're both guards. They're both point guards. Maddox Melton, I just got a hold of here with about 4 minutes to go because we expect so much of him as a point guard, whether he's a sophomore, junior, or senior. And he just keeps buying in. I chewed his butt. He said, I got it, coach. I'll fix it. And he finished the game by hitting 2 free throws. That's what winners do, and it doesn't matter the score. It just matters that the green and white won and found a way, and I'm proud of them. So here they are.
All right, so thanks for coming out, Coach.
Thanks for you being here, and my man Ryan, too.
All right, buddy. That's head coach Matt Luce. Now we're going to turn our attention. We're going to have Braylon Bennett, if you can, slide your chair around because, I get requests every now and then from mainly a lot of cheerleaders and a lot of the young girls here at Newcastle. They want to see you guys on the YouTube stream. So now they can see you on the camera. But again, another great win for you, Braylon Bennett, and this team. Tonight you finished with 6 points and a big 3-ball in that fourth quarter to help Newcastle seal the deal.
Yeah, it was a good team win. It was a lot of fun, and we just need to come back next week and do the same thing.
You guys are starting to gel, I think, as the season has waned on now. It seems like everybody's starting to get used to each other, and your team chemistry is getting better.
Yeah, it's just a lot of practice, like you put into it, and like eventually you're just gonna get closer and closer. So yeah.
What's it like playing for Coach Matt Luce?
It's awesome. I've never been coached this hard, but I mean it's showing results. So.
I say all the time, I mean, you guys are just loaded with good three-ball shooters. You got yourself, you got Melton, who we're going to be talking to here in a bit. Of course, Mason Miller and Ryan Sturgis. When all you guys are really on, which hasn't happened a lot. Usually it's one or two that's really hot, and the other two maybe just kind of have an average game. But maybe one of these games, when we get all of you guys on, look out what you guys can do. Maybe you're saving it for the tournament.
Yeah, like last week at Monroe, I felt like we were on, like all of
Yes.
us. So if we could just do that a couple more times, it'd be great. So.
And of course, if few people may not know this, most do. Your dad is the athletic director here, former player. Not only are you getting coached by Matt Luce, but I'm sure your dad gives you some helpful information every now and then.
Yeah, Luce is hard on me, but I get it a lot worse at home. It's great.
All right, well, great job tonight on a big win, 49-40.
All right, thank you.
That's Braylon Bennett. Let's bring in Maddox Melton. Oh, this guy, Melton, I tell you, I'm so impressed with what you could do out there on the basketball court. You come in, I'm getting your official. They list you at 5'9". I don't even, are you 5'9"? Maybe 5'10". 5'10", there you go. You got a small frame, but man, you play big. And there's no shot on the court that you can't hit, literally. I've seen you take some deep ones. And just like I told Braylon Bennett, you guys have got a lot of good three-ball shooters between yourself, Sturgis, Mason Miller, Braylon Bennett. Just a good offensive weapons out there at times on the court.
Oh, yeah. We work on it in practice a lot, you know. We shoot a lot of threes, you know, catch and shoot. That's what we do.
What's one of your favorite players that whether you in college or pros, that you look at and say, hey, I kind of like to pattern my game after that person, or you just like the way they play?
Steph Curry. That's my favorite
player
ever.
The best shooter man has ever seen, as Stephen A. Smith says. And I tell you, again, I think you take some Steph Curry threes and knock him down, man.
We work on a lot, you know, practice, like I said, you know, we shoot a lot of threes, you know. The four of us guards, we work really hard, you know, we stay after practice a lot, we shoot. So just efficiency and consistency.
You guys are also underrated as a defensive team, I think. I mean, you guys you average giving up under 50 points a ball game. So that is really exceptional when you look at a lot of teams giving up 60 or 65, but you guys only give up about 50 a game.
Yeah, we work really hard in practice on that too, you know, from shell drill just to transition defense, you know. But yeah.
Before I let you go, who's going to win the Super Bowl tomorrow, Maddox? It's the Seahawks against the Patriots. The whole nation's going to be watching.
I got the Seahawks. I had Jackson Smith-Njigba on my fantasy team. He's a good player. I'm going with the Seahawks all the way.
I think that's a good pick, especially with that defense.
Oh, yeah. Best D in the league.
Hey, well, good job tonight, my man. And keep shooting that rock. You guys are playing well. That's Maddox Melton and Braylon Bennett stopping by in our post-game show. Appreciate the players coming out and joining us, as well as head coach Matt Luce. So here's our final stats, by the way, and we'll start with Franklin County. 6 points will go to Carson Allen. By the way, Allen averaged a team high 12 points. He scored one field goal in the ball game. That came late in the second half. So he'll finish with 6 points, going 3 out of 4 from the line and knocking down a trifecta. Jarrett Rauch, the 6'7" sophomore, he's got that frame. He's going to be a good player for the Wildcats. Again, only a sophomore. He ends the game with 10 points. Ezra Cole had 14 points. Brady Foster had 5. Jordan Stringer had a field goal. He had 2. And with 6 points, Max Foster, the 5'11" sophomore. The Wildcats committed 12 turnovers, and I had them for 16 rebounds. They were 3 out of 4, so that's 6 out of 8, and make it 7 out. They were 7 out of 9 from the free throw line. I'm sorry, make that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10 from the free throw line were the Wildcats. Come on through, partner. You're good. Now for our Newcastle Trojans, once again, M&M Mason Miller will lead the team in scoring. You can go ahead and sound, Coach. Coach Lou said some players came out, but I'll throw a couple questions at you. Mason Miller had 23 points to lead all scores. Braylon Bennett had 6. Maddox Melton had 5. Nick Godby with 6. Ryan Sturgis with a trifecta. He had 3. Lucas Eaton with a rebound and putback. He had 2. And Luke Mendoza with a couple field goals. He had 4. Newcastle had 20 rebounds and 10 turnovers. Newcastle went to the line 17 times, and they knocked down 10 of them. So the Trojans are 8-9. They'll be right back on this home court February the 12th to take on the Eagles of Delta in Hoosier Heritage Conference play. That will be the final game of this 5-game homestand that Newcastle has had. And the Franklin County Wildcats will be back in action on the 13th at Centerville. So now to wrap things up will be the varsity assistant, Jason Williams. And Coach Williams, another good four-quarter win. I thought you guys played pretty good in all 4 quarters, and you win 49-40.
Yeah, it was. Got me up now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was definitely a good win. Glad to end this homestand. This part of the
one
homestand.
more.
We got one more on Thursday with Delta coming in. So, yeah, today was a good win. It's a little bit different for the guys. You know, they're just like coaches, just like everybody else. You know, they get in a routine of playing at night, and you know, for them to come in early in the day and get ready to play a game is a little bit different. But I thought they handled it well, and I thought they came out and ready to play.
Yeah, I must have said tonight during my game, like, hey, you know, welcome to the night's game. I'm just so used to saying tonight that I had to keep correcting myself that it was an afternoon game. But the other thing that I wanted to bring up, I thought Lucas Eaton, he does so many of the things that's not on an official stat, whether it's tipping the ball to somebody to get the rebound secured, or hustling over, shutting off the defense, or sprinting back on defense to stop a fast break opportunity, or getting a rebound like he did there and putting it back up. He missed his and one free throw, but
he missed the and one.
But he's one of those guys like Matt will say, I just need somebody to do this, or this, and he can always count on Lucas to provide whatever that is.
Yeah. Lucas is a great kid. He's a good player. I think sometimes he's disappointed because he may not get as many minutes as what he wants. You know, but he has accepted his role. And I'll say this for Lucas. You know, I've probably spent more time with Lucas after practice and after hours. You know, he'll call me or text me and say, "Hey, coach, you do anything? Can you come in so I can put up some extra shots?" And a lot of things that you know, it's just he and I in the gym. No, nobody else, no other players, obviously no people in the stands watching. But he puts in that extra work and that extra time, and you know, at that level, you have to, you know. So he does a good job.
I had something that I was going to bring up, but before we let you go, I know what to bring up because I brought it up to Melton and Bennett. Maddox Melton, Braylon Bennett, Mason Miller, Ryan Sturgis. All 4 of those guys are deadly from the outside.
Oh yeah.
And it hasn't happened a lot where all 4 of them are on. It's happened several times at 2 or even sometimes 3, but maybe you're saving it for the tournament. Because here's the thing: if 1 or 2 are hot, it's hard to get the other guy involved because you got players that are hot. So you want to keep feeding them. But man,
I hope all 4 of them get hot at the right time.
As I said, save it for the tournament, I guess.
But no, they shot the ball. All 4 of them shot the ball really well last weekend against Monroe Central. And that, like you said, that's probably the first time all year that we've had those 4 guys looking for their shot when it was there, not forcing anything when it wasn't there, and then knocking them down. And I thought they did a good job. And really, you know, it's obviously Mason's the key for every team coming in here. You know, they think if they shut Mason down, they've got a good chance to win, and they do. Except that, you know, if they don't take those other 3 into account, you know, they can light it up too. Ryan Sturgis is a heck of a shooter, and Braylon can hit you off the dribble. He can hit it off a pass. He can hit the step back. I mean, he can shoot all facets of the game. So, and with Maddox ain't afraid to shoot from downtown. I mean, downtown Newcastle.
Yeah.
And he will do it, and he can hit it from there too. So, those guys are key for us. And watch out if all four of them get hot at the same time.
I like the direction, and I like what is building with this team in the last 5 games or so.
Yep.
You can see it starting to really develop, and I'm excited, Coach. A lot of people are going to look at our record. I mean, we're 1 win away from getting right at 500. Hopefully, we can do that next week against Delta. But you, Coach Luce, and that coaching staff and these players it's starting to just fit in. You could see it. And it's coming at the right time. And by the end of the regular season, you guys are going to be a tough. Nobody's going to want to play you.
No, they're not. And the coaching staff can feel it. And I think the guys can feel it too. And we just got to come back to work. And that's what, Coach Luce always gives each coach an opportunity to talk, after the game. Win, lose, or draw. And, my thing was, hey, enjoy it tonight, enjoy it tomorrow, but come back to work on Monday ready to get at it. We need to get some.
Thanks for stopping by. I had you, Coach Luce, and 2 players. What a postgame show. What a postgame show.
And a win.
And a win. That's all right. That's Jason. Yep, that's Jason Williams, the varsity assistant, also being a part of the postgame show. What a postgame show we had this afternoon. So for a final time, we're going to congratulate the Trojans with the win 49-40. Make sure you join Ryan James and yours truly, Lorenzo Fett. Oh, Ryan, sit down here, buddy, because I got to get your Super Bowl prediction. Okay, Ryan James is going to join me because he's a big NFL fan. Believe it or not, his favorite team's the Texans, but we'll let that slide. So, the big game tomorrow, Mr. Ryan James. Look into that camera that you operate all the time. Everybody's wanting to see that handsome young man.
Right.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl tomorrow?
Hopefully Seattle.
Hopefully Seattle. So you're going to go to the Seahawks.
Yep.
Go to give us a score. You know my score is 24-20. Yours is impressive. He thinks it's going to be, go ahead and say it, 28-3. The Patriots will only score 3 points.
Because Seattle's got a good defense.
So whoever wins buys each other's coat. And I think I'm going to be sitting on a coat. No, it's going to be, we both took Seattle. I think the Patriots can score more than 3. But that defense is, if it happens, it won't surprise me that much. Let me put it like that.
Because they barely got by Denver. 10-7.
Yeah, you're right. So, Mr. Ryan James, I want to personally thank you. You're doing such a good job, and I know the masses that watch the games want to thank you as well. This is the guy that operates the camera. So,
and when I was ill, my dad took over.
That's right. So good job, buddy. We'll see you for Delta coming up on the 12th.
Is that there or here?
It's here. The last of our 5-game homestand. All right, that's Ryan James. He's going with the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. Final time, though, our Trojans win their 8th game of the year, 49-40. Come back on the 12th, when we'll take on the Delta Eagles on the same court. Until then, enjoy the Super Bowl. Have a great day.